Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'll talk about as well as give you a live demo of the on wrist call or Bluetooth audio call feature, ECG measurement and Google Assistant for the latest Fitbit Sense. So let's get started. If it's your first time on my channel, please consider subscribing as I do regular videos for various smartwatches like this one, smartphone reviews, tech tutorials and much more. You'll find a dedicated playlist for Fitbit smartwatch videos. Be sure to check it out. And if you want, you can support my channel by becoming a member at a small monthly charge with all the perks that I'll offer. Click this join button to check out all the perks of becoming a member. Also check out some cool merch under the store tab and check out as well as subscribe to my second YouTube channel for mobile friendly short video content. After a long time, finally here are some really good features activated on Fitbit Sense, which now makes this smartwatch quite functional. When I got this Fitbit Sense, I did an unboxing and a review video which is linked at the end of this video in case if you guys want to check it out. But at that point in time, the main selling features of this Fitbit Sense were not activated, like the ECG sensor, the built-in speaker and the microphone were useless, as at that point in time they were not activated, and finally the Google Assistant, which was promised but again not activated. But today I have all these features activated with the latest update, and in this video I'll be talking about all of them in depth, so stick around till the end. And as always, all these features are timestamped so you can come back to them at a later point. Let's start with the on wrist call, or the ability to take the Bluetooth audio call directly from the watch. This feature now brings the dormant speaker and the microphone to life. So if your Fitbit Sense is running on the latest firmware version, then just click on the profile icon on the top left, click on the Fitbit Sense, and you will see the on wrist call option. When you click on it, you should see the option to get started. That's not in my case, as I already have done all those steps. Now I am using my iPhone 12 mini for this video purpose, which by the way is an awesome tiny flagship level phone. Check out its full review linked up in the card section once you are done watching this one. Anyways, this process should be identical on any other smartphone. Basically, once you get started with the process, it will prompt you to open the Bluetooth settings of your phone, where you'll see the Sense control on top of the Sense. So you just go ahead and pair up with the Sense control. Now you may have to click on the information icon beside the Sense and turn on the share system notifications, which you should to get all the notification including calls and messages. Mind you, when any non-Apple smartwatch is connected to an iPhone, you will never be able to reply or interact with any of the notifications. Now on the Bluetooth setting page, you will see that there are two connections for my other smartwatches like the Fossil Gen 5 Carlyle, Huawei Watch GT2 and this Fitbit Sense, except the Apple Watch. And that is because one connection is for the notifications and other controls and the other one is for the Bluetooth audio call. So it's important, if you pair any non-Apple smartwatch with iPhone, you must be able to see two connections prompted by the respective app in order to be able to take Bluetooth audio calls. Anyways, with that said, you are pretty much done. One other thing you want to make sure is on the app, you will see this allow call notification prompt where you'll find the check permissions link. Click on it and make sure everything is turned on. That's it. Click done and you are ready to receive a Bluetooth audio call. So let's test it out and see what options we get during a call. So during a call, you get options to control the volume. You can swipe right to go back. Obviously, you can end or mute the call. You also get option to pull out a keyboard or a number pad in case if you have to enter a number during a call. And an option to push the call on the iPhone. You can also switch the call back to the watch if you want to. But the really annoying part is you cannot exit or minimize the call in background to access anything else on the watch. You have to disconnect the call in order to access the watch, and that is a bummer. But at least finally we are able to take Bluetooth audio calls. Now just for your information, I tried calling via WhatsApp, Viber, Facebook Messenger, etc. but I was not able to get call notification, neither I was able to answer the call directly on the watch. So this on wrist call feature only works for regular cellular Bluetooth audio call, at least in my case. If it's the other way around for you, please comment down below. This feature is identical for the Fitbit Versa 3, so if you have a Versa 3, this is what you'll be doing. Now, few important things to point out before we move on to ECG is that, as shown earlier, you cannot minimize a call in the background to access the watch. You also cannot dial a phone call from the watch directly. Like, I wish there was a number pad or ability to access contacts so I can make a call directly from the watch, but unfortunately at this point in time you can only receive a call. As said earlier, for me, I was not able to get WhatsApp, Viber or any other application calls on my watch. You also don't get option to add a ringtone when you get a call. The Fitbit Sense will just vibrate. I wish we could add a ringtone. And lastly, other than the audio call and virtual assistant, you cannot use the built-in speaker like to play the music, etc. Speaking of music, you cannot store onboard music as we were able to do on the Fitbit Versa 2 or Ionic, which is another bummer. You can only get offline music via Deezer or Pandora via their premium membership, for which I have done a video linked up in the card section. So my final thoughts about the on-wrist call feature is that it's not ripe yet. I would say it's the worst among all the other smartwatches that I have used. Even my Huawei Watch GT2 can dial a call directly from the watch, and I can get calls from other applications too. But I'm just thankful that the built-in speaker is now of some use versus just being there and doing nothing. Now let's move on to the ECG. The sensor of which was dormant when the Fitbit Sense was announced, but it's now activated for certain countries only. At the time of filming this video, it's not available in Canada, but it is available in all these countries, which is absurd. Why not Canada? Anyways, since I am located in Canada, I had to change the country from Canada to United States from the dashboard on the Fitbit.com under settings. After doing that, instantly I was able to find the ECG app from the app section. Now once you have installed the ECG app, you won't be able to take a reading directly from the watch. You have to first go on the Fitbit mobile app dashboard, click Discover from the bottom menu tab, where you'll find Assessment and Reports. In there you'll find Heart Rate Rhythm. I don't know why Fitbit makes things too complicated. They could have just added it on the main dashboard for ease of access. Anyways, when you click on it, you will have to agree through all the disclaimers that says that it's not for medical diagnosis and you should consult your doctor in case of any abnormalities and yada yada. Make sure to read through all of them and agree. Once you do that, you will be able to go on the ECG app on your Fitbit Sense. Now you have to put your index finger and thumb on the metal corners, which are basically the ECG lead, and a 30-second ECG reading will start. After that, it will show you the analysis and the entire reading will be transferred over to your phone. You obviously need to sit down and be at rest during the reading. I have tried just keeping one finger and the watch knows that my finger is not on the ECG lead. Anyways, now let's go on the mobile app to see the reading. When you click on the view results, you will find the records of all your results. Now when you click on any result, you will get an option to export it as a PDF for your doctor, but you can't see the result for yourself. If you want to, you have to export it to a PDF file format, which you can share it with your doctors. But I wish we could see it directly instead of exporting it every single time to see the entire reading. Like on my Apple Watch, I can see the entire reading from the health app without even exporting it to a PDF. And you do get an option to export it as a PDF if needed. On the Apple Watch, it does ask you how do you feel after every reading, and that is also documented in the PDF, which is not the case with Fitbit. Now I took a reading on both my Apple Watch Series 6 and the Fitbit Sense to compare it, and here is the 30-second reading. Now from this side-by-side comparison, you can see that there is a huge difference in the graph. The graph of the Fitbit Sense is quite pointy versus the graph on the Apple Watch Series 6 is much smoother, and that's because of the frequency. You can see on the Apple Watch it's 512 Hz frequency, and on the Fitbit Sense it's only 250 Hz. But relatively they both are pretty good. It's just the graph of the Apple Watch is more visually pleasing. They both took about the same time to normalize the graph at the start of the reading, but that can vary with even slightest movement. So either way, I just wish that Fitbit would allow the reading to be seen without needing to export it as a PDF every single time, and make the reports more accessible right on the dashboard. So let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about this? Finally, let's talk about the virtual assistant and wrap this video up. Fitbit announced the availability of Google Assistant along with Amazon Alexa at the launch of Fitbit Sense, which was as expected as Google acquired Fitbit, for which I have done a video and it's linked up in the card section in case if you guys want to check it out. However, at the time of filming this video, Google Assistant is not available in Canada. Again, that's absurd and does not make sense, just like the ECG. Well anyways, despite of changing the country from Fitbit account settings, I'm still not able to use the Google Assistant because I have set the country as Canada in my Google account, which I don't want to change. So sadly, I can't use Google Assistant, but rest assured, whenever it's available in Canada, I'll make a video for it, so make sure you subscribe to get notified whenever I publish it. Well, at least I can now use Amazon Alexa quite better than on my Fitbit Versa 2, for which I have done a full review video linked up in the card section, which you should check it out once you're done watching this one. The cherry on top this time around is the built-in speaker, as it's now activated. So the watch finally talks back to me on commands, which is cool, versus on the Fitbit Versa 2, you just have to read the text on the screen. Let's test out few commands. What's the weather like?
Right now in Winnipeg, it's 3 degrees Celsius with cloudy skies. Tonight's forecast has just a few clouds in the sky, with a low of -4 degrees.
Who's your favorite, Siri or Bixby?
I don't have an opinion.
Few things that Alexa can't do is to be able to make a call, send a text message, or get directions. But Alexa can control smart home devices, for which I have shown an in-depth demo on my smart home technology review playlist, which you should check it out. With that said, I really hope you like this update video. Comment down below how was your experience with the Google Assistant, ECG, and the on-wrist calling from your Fitbit Sense or Versa 3. I would love to hear from you guys. So I really hope you found this video helpful. If you did, then please give this video a thumbs up. It really means a lot. Also follow me on my other social media network for early preview to upcoming videos and free giveaways. Links are in the description of all my videos. Thanks so much for watching and take care. I'll catch you guys in the next one.